Greetings. I'm coming to you from Bangkok, Thailand, and behind me is the Immigration Detention Center, where 48 Vietnamese Christians who had fled to Thailand to become UNHCR-sponsored refugees are now being housed. These Christians were arrested in Bangkok a few days ago, and now I'm working with Freedom Seekers International and other partners here, including the Center for Asylum Protection and Asylum Seekers International, to try and get every single one of these Christians out of the detention center as soon as possible. We have 43 adults in there. We have 5 children in there. It's a terrible situation. It's hot, there's no air conditioning, there's very little food, and because the sponsorship for the International Organization on Migration was helping them, and now their funding has been pulled by the U.S. State Department when USAID was paused. Now these people who are there have very little services that have great needs. Each one of these Christians who's in there has a need of about $60 US per month just to buy extra food and water and cell phone cards so that they can call out and be in touch with their human rights lawyers here. And so we have a need immediately to help all these Christians get out of detention and then hopefully be resettled in the United States through the Welcome Corps program that many of them were already in process of becoming Welcome Corps sponsored refugees to go to the U.S. when it was also paused by the U.S. State Department on January 20th. So I'm here to try and help out. I've been able to recruit guarantors who then will help pay the sponsorship money, the bail money that then will allow each one of the adults and their kids to get out of the prison. And I've been able to work with the Center for Asylum Protection on a plan that will hopefully meet the needs of the Christians while they're in there and while they're out as they wait to be resettled either in the U.S. through the resumption of the Welcome Corps program or in another country under the UNHCR, under the United Nations. So what can you do is the important question. You can pray for these Christians. You can pray for me. You can pray for Freedom Seekers International. You can pray that the funds will come in because it's going to cost $1,500 US for each one of these 43 adults in order to pay their bail money. You can also pay for the daily costs. It costs about $2 per day per person, and we have 48 people who are in the prison. And we think that they're going to be in this detention center for at least a month until all the paperwork is processed and they're able to get out of prison on bail and then resume somewhat of a normal refugee life as they wait to be resettled. So please pray, consider supporting them either through Freedom Seekers International or through our Connecting Families ministry fund, and do what you can. We can sit around and we can criticize the people who were responsible for getting us to the situation where refugees, rather than sailing to the U.S. As sponsored refugees, instead have been stalled. So we can either focus our attention on political dialogue or we can focus our attention on Christian action and humanitarian action to help these people. I pray that we will focus on how each of us can help these Christians get out of the detention center and get to another resettled country because they were persecuted for their Christian faith in Vietnam and had to flee to Thailand more than a year ago. Thank you so much for your partnership with me in this ministry. God bless you all.